Annette Badland has been a legend on many hit shows, from Ted Lasso to Doctor Who to Outlander. She recently sat down with She Knows to talk about her time on Outlander and what it was like to work with Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan right from the start. So stay tuned as we discuss what Annette revealed about Outlander and much more. It's about to be a pretty wild ride. First up, Annette reveals what it's like working on Outlander. Annette talks about some of her first scenes with Heughan and Balfe and what she saw on set that makes the show so good. She also shares her thoughts on some of Outlander's most controversial and endearing scenes. As the no-nonsense bartender in Ted Lasso and the no-nonsense Mrs. Fitz on Outlander, Badland has been quietly ruling many shows from the sidelines as characters we just can't forget. Badland also revealed the other thing Outlander and Ted Lasso have in common besides her. Looking back on her time on Outlander, she revealed her first impressions of Balfe and Heughan. Annette told Robert LaCuria of She Knows that she loves both of them. She explained that Sam was the first person she met on Outlander. Annette also revealed that she was cast ahead of everyone else and that Sam, her, and Tobias were the only 3 cast members in the beginning. She said that Sam was so honest, welcoming, and polite that it just blew her away. Sam is a good-looking guy, according to Badland, but it was his personality and kindness that made her think he was a good and unusual person. Annette said that most people who are that pretty are also very proud, and it's hard not to think you're the best thing ever, but he didn't have that at all. Badland also talked about working with Katrina, saying that the two got along from the start. She also praised Katrina, saying that she is a great person and a great woman, and she is just amazing, and she deserves all the success she is getting. Next up, the affection between Claire and Mrs. Fitz. After rewatching a scene between Mrs. Fitz and Claire, Badland was asked how the two felt about each other. Annette revealed that the two got along great and that Katrina is a very friendly person. She further added that Katrina would be at the door of her trailer, asking her to have lunch together and drink together with a smile on her face. Badland confessed that Katrina was great, and that made the job a lot more interesting and fun. She went on to say that it's easy to work with her because she's emotionally connected, smart, and a good actress. Balfe was one of her favorite people on and off the set, and that meant getting some strong drinks together after work. Badland also revealed that she has seen a few seasons of Outlander since she left, but not the most recent ones. She also confessed that she'd love to come back to the show, except that, let's be honest, Mrs. Fitz could be 150 or 350 years old. No one knows how hard time travel math is. Badland joked about being upset that no one has thought about her or even dreamed about her. You can tell right away how close Badland and Balfe are, especially when she watches and talks about Mrs. Fitz and Claire's first scene together, which needed Balfe and Badland to be alone on a closed set. You might ask why? Well, because one was helping the other put on clothes. Safe to say that Balfe and Badland got pretty close in no time. Moving on to what Annette said about Balfe and Heughan's chemistry. When asked if she saw Balfe and Heughan's chemistry from working with them, she was quick to say yes. Badland revealed that the team searched for someone to play Claire for a long time, and it took a long time to find the right people because they needed the right chemistry. She said that the chemistry wasn't great with other people, but you could just see how strong it was with Balfe. Annette admitted that they had some rehearsals and social events together, so it was clear that they shared a sense of humor and could make each other laugh. According to her, their job was hellish, and what they've been through together is huge. Badland rewatched several scenes from the first season again, including her own scene in Castle Leoch with Claire and Jamie, played by Balfe and Heughan. She explains why she thinks the Balfe and Heughan dynamic is what makes this show stand out from others. Badland watched parts of the episode The Reckoning again, in which Jamie and Claire, who just got married without telling anyone, fight a lot and then make up a lot. She also revealed her true feelings about her on-screen granddaughter, Leary, after viewing scenes from the episode By the Pricking of My Thumbs, in which Claire slaps Leary. Let's just say that the phrase mucky little hussy is used. People, don't bother Mrs. Fitz or Annette Badland. It won't work out for you. By you, we mean Leary. Your grandmother doesn't like you very much. Lastly, what Annette had to say about Mrs. Fitz's return. When Badland was told that Balfe did talk about Mrs. Fitz's character in an interview for season 6, she laughed and said, "But in the show." And when asked if Mrs. Fitz might have died, Badland quickly replied, "I don't think so." After seeing Balfe say in an interview that they could send a boat to get Mrs. Fitz, Badland suggests the Outlander prequel Bum Rolls and Corsets, The Untold Mrs. Fitz Years, in which Mrs. Fitz comes to America on a boat and is reunited with Claire and Jamie, and they all lived happily ever after, getting rid of their rolls of fat and drinking some of Jamie's whiskey. To be honest, we'll watch anything with Annette Badland in it, no matter what it's called. But this proves the fact that Annette Badland really wants Mrs. Fitz to return to the series. If that prequel gets announced, it will bring chills down the spines of Outlander fans. But Outlander fans might already be experiencing some chills after Sam Heughan revealed Season 7. That leads us to Sam Heughan revealing unexpected Season 7. A New York Times best-selling author and an expert on spirits, Sam Heughan has certainly been busy, but fans of Outlander who miss seeing him as Jamie Fraser won't have to wait long to see him again. On December 23rd, a few days before Christmas, Sam gave his followers an early gift by posting a first look at Outlander Season 7 on Instagram. The video gave a hint of what's to come for the Fraser family. He wrote in the photo's caption that this is not a dream, but in fact reality. The teaser starts with Jamie's voiceover telling Claire about a dream he had about her. He said that in the dream there was light everywhere, but it wasn't candlelight or firelight. Then we hear Jamie wondering if this light was what electricity looked like. If you didn't pay attention, you might have missed the quick glimpses of the exciting season to come. The teaser showed scenes of the Declaration of Independence, Brianna giving birth, and Claire facing the gallows, which was the most nerve-wracking of all. Claire can be heard asking Jamie in the trailer how he can recognize something he has never seen in real life when so much is at stake. Jamie responds that he has dreams about the past. Why wouldn't he dream about the future? Even though fans were very happy to hear Sam's big news, they couldn't stop their aching excitement. The teaser was exciting in and of itself, but what's more exciting is that we finally have a release date. Outlander will return in the summer of 2023, and here's what you need to know about Season 7. Starting with Outlander Season 7 will be supersized. When it was announced that Season 6 would only have 8 episodes, pretty much every fan was a little bit sad, which was partly because of the pandemic and star Katrina Balfe's pregnancy. But this turned out to be good news for Season 7 of Outlander, which will be bigger than usual to make up for the lack of episodes in Season 6. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts confirmed this. When the new episodes come out, there will be a grand total of 16 of them. Moving on, Season 7 will take place shortly after the events of Season 6. We're sure the shocking things that happened at the end of Season 6 are still fresh in your mind. Sam Heughan has told us that we won't have to wonder why things start where they do in the new episodes, because the Fraser-Mackenzie family is pretty much right where we left them. He told US Magazine that they start right where the last season left off, which is a great cliffhanger. Sam revealed that America is in a state of disarray, and Jamie and Claire are separated due to a revolution. He further added that there is also a prophecy about Jamie and Claire's deaths, which says that they will die in a fire. So many things are going on. We're so excited. Next up, Season 7 is expected to be based on An Echo in the Bone. As any good Scottish person knows, this show is based on a long series of books written by Diana Gabaldon. She published the 9th book in her series in November 2021 and told fans about the 10th and planned final Outlander book. We expect that Season 7 of Claire and Jamie's on-screen adventures will continue to mostly follow the path of her historical fiction stories. If that's the case, the story will be based on the 7th book, An Echo in the Bone, which is about Jamie's grown-up son, William Ransom, and his adventures in the British military. Heughan has said that the season will be action-packed, which is what fans have come to expect. Finally, author Diana Gabaldon wrote Episode 1 of Season 7. Outlander is based on the work of a prolific writer, and since she has been happy to help make the drama as needed from the beginning, it makes sense that she would at some point write some of the scripts for the show. Gabaldon wrote Outlander Season 5, Episode 11, and she has now confirmed on Twitter that she also wrote Season 6, Episode 9. But because that season was cut short, some of what she wrote for it is now part of what viewers will see when Season 7 finally starts. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Mrs. Fitz will return to the show? And are you excited for Season 7 like us? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.